Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. It's us,
All right.
as per usual. And of course, it's Halloween, so we got to be dressed to the nines. Of course, as always, you guys are here. Oreo Jr. came as the whole SpongeBob cast. He got his little SpongeBob shirt on. He a little shark. Got his sunglasses on, because, baby, we got to protect our eyes. We got Scott here, and of course, myself. And I gotta get dedicated. We gotta get serious, Scott.
All right.
Are you ready to get serious?
I'm
Because I'm
ready.
ready to get serious. I gotta get this book finished. I had like 3 or 4 ideas, and none of that's happening. You know what they say? You can plan a picnic, but you can't predict the weather. Okay, so let's get going because Scott's down there cooking, and we gotta make sure we get it done. Do I sound muffled, Scott?
I mean, a little bit, but not like.
Not like yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all got this. We got this.
All right.
Okay, let's get it. If I slept any more that night, I don't remember it. As soon as the gray light of dawn glimmered at the window, I slipped out of bed and tiptoed down the hall to Michael's room. Girl, you gonna wake Michael up early in the morning?
Yes, she is.
He gonna be mad. Go away, he mumbled when I shook his shoulders. It's too early to get up. It's important, Michael. Nothing's that important. He tried to pull the blanket over his head. It's not even 5:30, Molly. Are you crazy? Yeah, girl, they don't get up that early when they that young. Michael, please get up. Please, I saw Helen. I saw her. My voice quivered and my heart beat faster as I remember what I had seen in the graveyard. Girl, you should have got your mace. You should have got your mace. Or your taser, bring some nunchucks. Girl, you making this harder than what it got to be. She was horrible. More horrible even than I imagined. How you know you just saw her? You don't know what the hell the girl was on. She was just standing there being a ghost. Michael squinted at me. Are you having a nightmare or something? Will you listen to me, Michael? I grabbed his shoulders and shook him. Girl, you abusing him. She like, listen to me. Scott, look, listen to me. He's okay. Still got his glasses on. Heather climbed out the window last night, and I followed her to the graveyard. Helen was there. I saw her. I heard her. She doesn't even have eyes, Michael, just dark holes. And her skin was bluish, white, like an unalive person. She said she was coming. She'd do whatever Heather wants. Then she vanished. I clung to him, afraid that at any moment Helen would appear seeking some sort of horrible vengeance. What are we going to do? Girl, we ain't gonna do nothing. I'm going look, if I was Michael, I'd be like, girl, I'm gonna go back to sleep and you just gonna sit here and have a panic attack and you're gonna do it by yourself. It don't need a we, it needs a you. And what sleep needs me. Period. Michael stared at me. He was wide awake, but I could tell he didn't believe me. Come on, Molly, he said, pulling away from me to sit up. You must have had a nightmare. Maybe because of that picture Miss Williams showed us. And then the fight with Dave and Heather making that big scene. Nobody went to the graveyard last night. Not Heather and not you. You dreamed it. He spoke slowly and calmly as if he was trying to convince himself as well as me. I looked away, fiddling with my hair, wishing it had been a dream. I shook my head. No, Michael. Look at handsome Squidward. No, Michael.
you
Scott, do I look handsome?
do.
Do I look handsome, y'all? Do I look like I done got Botox to the gods? You say Heather climbed out the window. How did she get back in? He groped for his glasses, settling them on his nose. The same way. I stood up as he got out of bed and pulled a sweatshirt over his pajamas. I'll prove you dreamed it, he said confidently. Come on. You like how I said that?
Yeah.
Grabbing his bathrobe, I followed him down the hall and out the kitchen door. The morning mist swirled across the lawn using like dry ice fog in a Dracula movie, hiding the hedge as well as the graveyard. Somewhere, a crow cawed, and I shivered as if the wet grass under my bare feet. As I felt the wet grass under my bare feet. Ooh, these eye holes little. Where are we going? I whispered, fearing he might lead me to Helen's grave. Shushing me, Michael went towards my bedroom window. She could have climbed out, he said, but she's too short to get back in that way. How about this? I pointed to an old wooden box lying on its side under the window. She probably stood on it and it fell over when she got inside. This little heifer is plotting on sneaking out the house at seven, at the age of 7.
Wow. It's a bad girl.
Michael righted the box under the window. I guess she could have, he said doubtfully. You're spying on me again. My scalp prickled at the sound of Heather's voice. She was standing inside, her face pressed against the window screen. You better leave me alone, Heather's voice rose shrilly. I know what you want to do. You want to make Helen go away, but she won't unless I tell her to, and I never will. I looked at Michael. He was scowling at Heather. You can't scare me, he said scornfully. She's going to get you, Heather's voice dropped to a hiss. Just wait and see. It won't be long now. Uh-oh, girl, them sound like threats. Let me get my nunchucks. Heather, Dave came into the room. What's going on? Where's Molly? Out here, Heather said, spying on me. Her voice quivered. Her and Michael, they won't leave me alone. She was crying now. Did I sound like I was going to cry?
You did.
Because I deserve an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, all of it, a Tony, all of it. The whole EGOT. And I could hear Dave trying to comfort her. Climbing up on the box, Michael peered into the room. She's lying. Michael came to the window, or I'm sorry, Dave came to the window. How long is this going to go on? Can't you see what you're doing to her? What kind of little monsters are you anyway? Sir, turn around and look at your daughter and ask her that question, because I don't know what the hell. Like, sir, I don't like you. I don't like him. I don't like Dave. I'm not a fan. Michael glared at him. Why don't you open your eyes and see what she's really like? He yelled. Michael, Mom took Dave's place at the window. You and Molly, get in here this minute. We didn't do anything to her, Michael said without moving from the box. I said, come inside. Mom frowned at us. What are you doing out there in your pajamas at 6 o'clock in the morning? Wasn't last night enough? Do we have to start out today with the same business? Girl, yes, as long as you was married to him and he don't want to get this child no therapy, yes, it's the same business every day, baby. It's Groundhog's Day. Every day is Groundhog's Day, okay? Because this little heifer, he refuses to put her in some sort of therapy, okay? And you refuse to call a divorce attorney, ma'am, okay? Hearing the desperation in her voice, I plucked at Michael's sleeve. Do what she says, I mumbled. Shaking his head at all the unfairness of it all, Michael jumped down from the box, and the two of us slowly walked around the house to the back door. My pajamas were wet with dew from the knees down, and my feet were numb and cold. Girl, I would not be doing all this for no damn Heather. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't be doing it. Do you believe me now? I asked Michael as we hesitated on the porch, afraid to go inside and face everybody's anger. Not about the ghost, Michael said without looking at me. But I think she did go outside last night. Yes, the little heifer went outside. And I followed her and saw Helen. I tried to make him meet my eyes, but he edged away from me and opened the screen door. You imagined that part, he insisted. You heard Heather giving her spiel, pretending to talk to Helen, and you thought you actually saw her. You didn't see Helen, though, Molly. You didn't. She doesn't exist. This sound like denial. It sound like delusion, girl. I done seen this on For My Man And Fatal Attraction, girl, where that man be like, you ain't pregnant, it ain't mine. That's what Michael's giving. It ain't my baby. He walked ahead of me down the hall and went into his room, closing the door behind him. Taking the hint, I went reluctantly to my room. Dave and Heather were gone, but Mom was sitting on my bed waiting for me. Get dressed, she said, as if the very effort of speaking exhausted her. Girl, you need a divorce attorney, girl. Just go and let go of the man. Then you get rid of Heather, child, and then you and your children can resume life as normal. Because it sounds like Dave and Heather need a little therapy, child. You'll catch your unaliving in those wet pajamas. She stood up wearily. I want to talk to you and Michael later. I'll be in the kitchen. What Mom had to say wasn't very different from what she said the night before. I thought you were going to cooperate, she said finally. I hoped you were going to try to be nicer. But what do I wake up to? Heather crying. Girl, you're going to wake up to that shit every day. Every day, because this little heifer is crazy. Crazy people be crying a lot because they crazy. Because they don't know what the hell is going on. And then you don't know what the hell is going on because they don't know what's going on. It's the cycle of crazy, child. Like the circle of life is the circle of insanity. Heather crying because you and Michael were spying on her. How the hell they spying on her from outside the door, child? Dave upset and angry, and you two outside in your pajamas. I just don't see how you could do it. Not after the talk we had before you went to bed. You don't understand, Mom. I threw myself at her, trying to climb into her lap. Girl, you like 26 years old. You too big. There's something awful here. It's making everything worse. It's not Michael and me. It's not even just Heather. It's something out there. I gestured to the door towards the graveyard. Under the oak tree, a grave. What are you talking about, Mom? Grasped my shoulders and held me away from her, staring into my eyes. It's Helen! It's Helen! She said it twice. It's right here. I can't see it. It's Helen. It's Helen. Then I began to cry. I began crying too hard to talk. Girl, why is everybody crying?
Scary.
It ain't scary.
Okay.
These people are crazy. She thinks Heather has called up a ghost or something. I heard Michael tell Mom using his mature scientific voice. Heather talks about a girl named Helen all the time. But Helen is just something she dreamed up. You know, to scare us with. Not me, actually. Just Mom. He's gonna throw her ass under the bus. Oh, Molly. Mom brought me. Oh, let me show y'all. It's like, girl, sweet child of mine. Scott, do I look like I'm rocking and comforting?
You do.
Oh, I need a Tony, y'all. Trying to make me stop crying. Not the ghost business again. If I'd known having a graveyard on our property was going to upset you so much, I would have never moved us out here. This is not my imagination, I gulped. I saw Helen. Mom sighed. Dave says you have a terrible fear of unaliving. Girl, who in the doesn't? There are grown people that are scared of unaliving. So, of course, she has a fear. Dave probably got a fear. Shit. Like, duh. Like, who's up here like, oh, I can't wait to unalive. Ooh, like a roller coaster. Like, girl, what? Duh. And then why the hell are you asking Dave when the girl is clearly right here? Ask her what her damn problem is. Stop asking Dave. Dave clearly need a damn therapist. And you should be asking him what therapist he want to go to and what's the address so you could drop him off. Anyway, and it's manifesting itself in your belief in ghosts. Girl, why don't you ask Heather about it? I pulled away from Mom, angry. She returned to Dave for an explanation of my behavior. Girl, I'm mad too. And then actually believe me, girl, I'm mad doubly so. Ask me what? Heather and Dave appeared in the kitchen doorway. Tell them about Helen. I jumped off of mom's lap and confronted Heather angrily. Girl, I wouldn't even be talking to this fool. Okay? I wouldn't be talking to her. Sorry, it's on my nose and it's pushing it in and I got a big nose. My nose like freedom, baby. Shrinking back against Dave, the little girl looked up at me, her eyes wide and clear. Who? Look, little heifer, the little heifer that you've been threatening is gonna come and get us. That heifer. Or you know what? I'm like, okay, you don't know who Helen is? And I would just do something crazy. I'd be out there at that damn graveyard, digging up her body or doing something. Like, girl, we're not gonna play these games. Helen, your great friend, tell them what she's going to do when she comes. I glared at her furiously. Tell them how you meet her in the graveyard and in the ruins of the Harper house. Daddy, what is she talking about? I don't like her. Heather turned away from me and pressed her face against Dave's side, her arms encircling his waist. Make her leave me alone. She's scaring me. Ugh. That's enough, Molly. Dave gave Heather a hug. It's all right, honey. He and Mom looked at each other as if they were unsure what to make of me. Are you ready to leave, Jean? He asked. Leave? I turned to Mom. Where are you going? Your mama picked me. Oh, we thought we'll take Heather with us when we go shopping. Dave needs to go to the clay supplier, and I'm low on my paints. Mom toyed with her cup of coffee as if she were ashamed to meet Michael and my stare. We'll be back sometime this afternoon. This is child abandonment. But what about us? I asked. Why can't we go? We thought it would be better to separate you two and Heather, Dave said. You're old enough to take care of yourselves. I started to protest. Michael interrupted. That's a good idea. Come on, Molly. He picked up his empty cereal bowl and glass and carried them to the sink. Have a nice day, he said to Mom, with her. You better throw that shade, Michael. You better throw that shade, honey. Somebody got to do it. He left the room without looking at anybody, obviously expecting me to follow him. I hesitated for a moment, thinking Mom might change her mind and stay home with us, but she stood up and slung her purse over her shoulder. You and Michael behave yourself, she said. We'll be home around 3. Giving me a quick hug and a kiss. Girl, don't kiss me. She whispered, and please, Molly, no more talk about ghosts. She looked at me as if she was worried about my sanity. Girl, you need to be worried about Heather. Where Heather? And y'all need to be worried about her. This little Heather a liar. And she's sneaking out the house at 7. She looked at me as if she was worried about my sanity. I know you're a very imaginative girl, but don't get carried away. I stood at the doorway watching them get into the van. As Dave pulled away, Heather peered out of the back window. When she saw me, she stuck out her tongue. You should have threw a rock at her ass. Molly, Michael came up behind me carrying his collection gear. Want to go down to the swamp with me? Normally I would say no, but I didn't want to stay home by myself. Not today. Not with Helen so close. So I helped him pack lunches and we set off to the swamp, following the creek away from the Harper house. Although I couldn't help worrying about snakes, Michael assured me we were safe, and I slowly began to relax and enjoy myself. I actually helped him catch a couple of salamanders. He had brought along a plastic bowl which he lined with moss, adding a little water and a rock. He put the salamanders into their new home and fed them a few insects. Okay, Michael. Michael needs to be a pet salesperson when he grow up. He good. Are you hungry? He asked me. Sure. We sat down on a fallen tree and ate our sandwiches. A bullfrog boomed every now and then from somewhere in the swamp, and I watched the snapping turtle hoist himself out of the water and bask in the sunlight. Girl, y'all might want to be like Hansel and Gretel and just run away from your damn family. I think y'all better off out there. Then y'all ain't got to worry about hella little crazy ass. Do you really think? Oh, wait. I watched as a snapping turtle hoist himself out of the water and bask in the sunlight. Oh, I do that too. I watch turtles in the park. Overhead, a blue jay screamed and a crow answered. Do you really think I imagine seeing Helen? I asked Michael, unable even to even here to forget what happened in the graveyard. You must have, Michael took a big bite out of his sandwich and chewed noisily. Then why do you think she seemed then why do you think she seems so real? Sorry, ma'am. He just said he don't believe, ma'am. You need more people, ma'am. He just told you he don't believe. Maybe you do need a therapist, child. I watched the turtle flop back into the water. She's just as real as you are. Maybe, and believe me, I hate to say it. Dave is right about you being scared of unaliving, girl. But aren't you scared? Isn't everybody? Period. Period. Girl, you ain't the only one, child. Michael poked a stick into the water and watched the long-legged skater bugs skitter away from it. It's like nuclear war, Molly. If I think about it, I get really scared. So I don't let myself. There's no sense in worrying about things you can't change. Apathy. Michael got some apathy. He don't love it. He don't hate it. He just don't think about it. I envied the way my little brother could dismiss scary things. What do you think happens when people unalive though? Do you think part of you lives forever? I do. What you think, Scott? What do y'all think? Put it in the comments. What do y'all think happens when you unalive? Or are you scared to think about it? Because that's fair. What you think, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, everything that makes you up will still exist, so you exist in some way.
I believe you go back to the monad. Look that up. Anyway, I watched him stir the water with his stick, frowning down at our reflections. Or do you think it's just like going to sleep and never waking up? I persisted. I don't know. Michael turned to me. I told you, I don't like to think about things like that. Then you are scared, just like me. Period. Maybe, but I don't go around claiming I saw ghosts. No, I gazed across the water. But suppose you did see one, Michael. If Helen is real, it means something. Think what it's like to live for all eternity. I shivered and drew my knees to my chest, hugging them. I realized how unhappy Helen must be. Who gives a damn? She got help. How afraid, how alone. If she is alone, I mused more to myself than to Michael. She must want a friend or someone to keep her company. Those children, the ones Mr. Simmons told us about. Suppose Helen lured them into the pond so they'll stay with her forever. Girl, you know what they say. Misery loves company, baby. I guess so does unaliving. Michael took off his glasses and rubbed them with his t-shirt. You're really getting morbid, Molly. Suppose Helen wants Heather to be with her too. I remember the struggle she put up when we dragged her away from the pond. Heather could be the one who's in danger, Michael, not us. Period. Michael sighed in exasperation. Sorry, y'all. If I hear much more about Helen, I am going to get as crazy as you and Heather are, girl. Then get the hell away, Michael. Run, Michael, run, run. Rising to his feet, he picked up the bowl of salamanders. You're really a lot of fun, he added. When I started to cry, oh, girl. Ugh. Someone put her on some medication or something. I just can't help it. What are you going to do? I asked as he walked back into the woods. Or where are you going? I asked as he walked back into the woods. Back to the church, he said without looking at me. That was chapter 10.
All right.
I could have probably skipped through that one, but we in it to win it. We on chapter 11. We got like 4 more to go. Period. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. I don't know if you guys are enjoying, but I hope you guys are. We're gonna end this because I gotta go downstairs and get my stuff out the oven. Um, did you have anything? Did you learn anything? Do you have anything to share, Scott? Do you guys have anything?
No.
Put it in the comment section. You ain't got nothing?
No, just anxious to see what happens next.
Oh, it's gonna get stupid. It's gonna get dumb. Next chapter is gonna get real stupid. So y'all get ready. Okay, guys. So because we gotta go finish up dinner. So from wherever we are to wherever you are, peace, love, happiness. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope that you guys enjoyed and we hope that you come back. And so with that, we're gonna bid you to do. Oh, did I tell you guys make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. So we bid you guys adieu and we'll see you guys later. So
Bye.
bye.